Hello everyone, I'm here to ask you, did you ever invested in sustainable material? We are here to talk about countdown. We are here to talk about how are we consuming our resources. Did you know that this year Earth Overshoot Day was on August 22nd? Well, this means that by the end of the year, we would have consumed already almost twice the resources that our planet Earth can provide to us. And how we consume it? We consume it with what we buy, we consume it with how we use our energy, and we consume it by what we wear. Actually, fashion is said to be among the top 10 polluter industry in the world. You are now maybe wondering, how is that possible? Well, let's take a step back. Do you know what you're wearing right now? Well, most likely you are either wearing cotton or you are either wearing a synthetic fiber, and their demand has increased dramatically in the last year. What does it mean in the real world, in real life? Well, to make one simple white t-shirt, we need more than 2,700 liters of water. That is the human intake for 2 years and a half. And that same t-shirt requires in between 1 kilo and 1.5 kilos of pesticide to be made. And what about your jeans? Where making your jeans is like driving a car for 100 kilometers. And a pair of sneakers, where it's almost producing 14 kilos of CO2. Isn't that crazy? Well, and what about synthetic materials? Well, I told you polyester, nylon, I'm sure you've heard about it already. You can find them in your buttons, in your sunglasses, and you can find them also in the clothes that you are wearing. They are responsible for CO2 emission up to 706 billion kgs of CO2 emission. And each time you wash something that is made in polyester, it releases microplastics that are going into our water stream. So imagine the impact. And this is just a small part, because we are not considering the human resources, we are not considering the packaging, we are not considering the transportation. And we are not considering that most of the garments that the fashion industry is making actually are never used, are never worn. They are just unsold. And even when they are sold, then we wear it like 7 times, 10 times, and then we throw it away. And so far, these resources are not reused. So while the whole fashion industry needs really to be rethought, I want to tell you what we did. We started from another industry that produces a lot of waste, and it's the citrus juice industry. Imagine that each time a fresh oranges goes into the juice production, half of the weight of the fresh orange itself, it's actually a byproduct. And in Italy, just in Italy, we produce more than 700,000 tons of that byproducts. So Adriana had the idea of transforming that byproduct into a process that could create a yarn, a fabric, and actually outfit for fashion. We had this idea in mind that our material had to be cool and had to be of high quality, because we wanted brand to buy it because it's as beautiful as the other materials out there. And to actually make this happen, we started in 2012, and it took us more than 5 years to get to the first prototype. And we needed investment. So we had private investor, public investor. We even had totally strangers investing in us in an equity crowdfunding campaign. So more than 400 strangers actually invested in us. And we also had brands who believed in us and used our fabric for their collection. The good news is we were not the only one thinking about food waste as a resource for new material for fashion. Actually, there are amazing innovators out there doing eco leather from pineapple, eco-leather from opuntia, cactuses, and eco-leather from apples, but also from grapes. There are scientists making garments that are growing in labs from mushrooms or from like a skin cell, and they can do eco leather as well. And there is also who is re-engineering the technology of spider net for fabrics. This is, wow, it looks like, when can I wear it? Or what else can I do? Well, you can also, sorry. You can also switch to old-fashioned fibers. There are entrepreneurs that are regrowing old fibers like rami, kapok, hemp that are way less impactful on our environment. And there are also companies that are using processes that have wood as the first intake for new materials, that it's way less impactful. But there are also companies that are retrieving materials from oceans and transforming it into new nylon, or that are reusing water bottles for new materials. And there are also entrepreneurs that have developed a technology to dissolve the stitches of your garment so that the cotton and the fibers can be reused. And there are brands that have developed a technology that enables you to step in one shop with one old garment, put that into that machine, and at the end of the day, you have a total new garment for you. So what I want you to do, I want you to care for your clothes. I want to wear more what you have, but also what your friends have, to share, to rent clothes. But I also want you to repair your apparel. Once you have worn it and maybe has something wrong, just repair it, don't throw it away. And if you really, really feel the urge to buy something new, please do me a favor. Before you do that, read the tag, choose the material carefully, and know that each time you choose a sustainable material, you are actually investing in a better future. Thank you.